As the market cap of the crypto market continues to grow, so does the demand for exchanges to buy new coins and coins from. Typically, or historically, you might say, people bought from centralized exchanges such as Binance or Coinbase. That being said, centralization is against the ethos of the blockchain, and soon enough, decentralized exchanges or DEXs were invented and implemented, the most famous of them all being Uniswap. Ethereum provided an incredible platform on which to create this DApp, allowing users to provide the liquidity required to operate the exchange, taking a share in the profits. However, with the parabolic growth of the industry, ERC20-based tokens have been under extreme pressure due to the huge gas and transaction fees on the ETH blockchain. This was particularly apparent on Uniswap, where users would be paying more in fees than they would be for the actual coins they were buying. With ETH 2.0 still a long way off, it's given competitors a chance to create their own Gen 3 versions of this powerful crypto. Welcome Binance Smart Chain, and more importantly, PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap takes advantage of Binance Smart Chain's incredibly efficient blockchain protocol and enables one of the world's most efficient decentralized exchanges. With that, giving people a chance to provide liquidity and farm crypto for incredible returns. It doesn't come without risks though. And in this video, I've asked my friend Jess, welcome onto Crypto Money Live, a day trader and UX designer, to give us an overview of how to farm and stake using the Cake protocol and BNB native tokens. Before we get into the video, as always, I'm doing a giveaway of a total of $150 worth of Cake to 3 lucky winners. All you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment on the video down below, and I'll announce the winners on my twice weekly crypto update videos posted on Mondays and Thursdays. Done that? Great. Let's get into the video. Okay, great. Let's get into PancakeSwap. Right, here we are on the PancakeSwap.finance website. Jess, you're a bit of an expert on this. I know you're staking. I'm already staking quite a bit, but I wanted to show people how to do it.
Of course.
First of all, obviously, we need to have a Binance Smart Chain wallet.
Exactly.
There are a number of options, aren't there, for it? Which one do you use?
I personally use MetaMask, but you can use MetaMask or Binance Smart Chain wallet or Trust Wallet or any of the wallets.
I found it good to use Binance Smart Chain wallet. And the reason I like that is because it separates it from my MetaMask account, which I'm using kind of solely for the Ethereum network. So it kind of helps me to keep it separate and I know what's going on. I just feel a bit more secure with it.
Exactly. And also it has the direct bridge with the Binance.com if you trade on the Binance.com.
Oh yeah, that's really good. I've done that already. I've linked that directly into my Binance account. It means you can quickly and easily move the monies between, or the coins, BNB, between the exchange and the decentralized exchange or the decentralized wallet. Okay, great. So first up, what do we do? You can see I'm already staked, so I kind of know how to do this, but I want to see how good you are. So let's get into it. Let's set up an exchange. There's 5 things you wanted to talk about today, wasn't there?
Exactly. So there are 5 different ways to make money on the PancakeSwap. So the first one is very easy. So because this is the decentralized exchange, there is no order books. So it's not a broker that holds your money. It's not a broker that have a reserve of money that you can trade from. It's basically imagine peer-to-peer. So in order to have the reserve of the pool that people can freely exchange, there should be a liquidity providers, right?
Yep.
So
that's the first thing we're talking about. So liquidity by basically getting the LP tokens.
Exactly.
So what's the steps that we need to do for that? Obviously, first of all, you need to have your wallet installed, but we're going to assume people kind of know how to set up a wallet and load it up with BNB. That's the native token of the Binance Smart Chain, BNB. So make sure you can buy that on Binance and then transfer it into your wallet, and that's how you basically log into PancakeSwap. So if I exit here, you can see quickly what I would do. I would literally just load the site, click connect, I'd select my Binance chain wallet, and it would just connect it if I'd already had the wallet basically unlocked and in the Binance Smart Chain network here. Okay, so I'm going to hand over control of the laptop to you here. So you can squeeze across.
First of all, as a liquidity provider, you earn 0.17% of the trading fee. So let's say I decided that I want to provide the liquidity to BNB and Cake pool. So let's say that I provided $1,000 US dollars worth of liquidity into the BNB and Cake pool.
Yeah.
Then whenever somebody makes exchange from BNB to Cake or Cake to BNB on the PancakeSwap, I earn 0.17% of my share of the pool.
Yeah, of that fee that they do.
Exactly.
And when you're providing liquidity, it's quite an important thing to understand is you're providing half-half. So you always have to, you can't just provide BNB liquidity. You must stake, or you must basically add BNB, convert half of it to whichever one you're deciding to stake. For today's video, we're actually going to just be doing BNB and Cake liquidity providing. So you have to convert half of whatever you want to stake into Cake and then set up the LP token.
Exactly.
So let's do that. Let's do the exchange. Maybe you would like to.
Okay. So the first thing that you would have to do is, let's assume that we don't have any Cake.
Yeah.
We only have some BNB that we would like to provide the liquidity to BNB and Cake pool.
Yeah.
So because I have to have the 50% of the BNB and 50% of the Cake, so let's assume that we want to provide $100 worth of liquidity into the BNB and Cake pool. So now I need $50 worth of BNB and $50 worth of Cake.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
And I think there's an interesting feature coming soon where they're going to be able to do this automatically, right?
Exactly. Yes.
But this, for now, you have to do it manually. So you have to basically select what you want to swap into. Okay, so we've chosen BNB and Cake there, and we would then enter the amount. Now, obviously, we're only entering half of what we want to do, because if we want to do $1,000, which is, let's say, 2 BNB, so we would only convert 1 BNB into Cake.
Exactly.
So let's do 1 into that. So if I do 1, it will automatically populate the
equal amount of Cake.
The equal amount of Cake, and I'll just click the swap, and that will basically create. You'll obviously do the confirmation. You'll get the Binance Smart Chain confirmation up in the corner. Click confirm. Transaction submitted, and we will basically
and wait for the confirmation message.
Yeah, so that will come up on the screen, but we can also check up in our wallet because we'll actually see that Cake. There's a confirmation,
confirmation message.
And we can see the Cake has actually already arrived into my Binance Smart Chain wallet, which is a lot faster than Ethereum, which is one of the reasons why I think this platform is going to do very well. Okay, so that's the first step, which is converting half of your BNB into the coin that you want to provide the liquidity for. For today, obviously, we're doing BNB and Cake. Next up, we need to get the LP tokens, don't we?
Exactly. So we head to the liquidity page, and there's a button called Add Liquidity. And because we wanted to provide 2 BNB worth of a total 2 BNB worth of the liquidity, the half portion is 1 BNB.
Yeah.
And the other portion would be 1 BNB worth of Cake, which we converted earlier.
Yeah. Now I noticed because things are constantly changing, it's never equal. You've done that conversion, but it says here that insufficient Cake balance. Now that's because maybe just after we've done the conversion, there was a bit of a fee or there was something. So you always have to go a little under, don't you? So it's like you have to put 0.99 or something like this.
What you can do is click on the max.
Click on the max button. Okay, so you can click max of one or the other and it will give you the max of what you can stake.
Exactly.
Okay, so once we do that, we click supply, we are in, and obviously it gives us what we're going to be doing. We confirm that supply. And that creates...
Confirm.
Okay, transaction submitted.
Close.
And this is something you always tell me to do, which I forget to do, which is just wait for the confirmation message to come up.
Exactly.
I'm always wanting to move on to something else, but...
Confirmation message is pretty important. Sometimes it doesn't go through because of the slippage tolerance that you put it in.
Yeah.
And the conversion is, exactly. This is the example of the fail message.
Yeah, so that failed.
That wasn't successful.
Okay, so
you
that's a good...
would have to try it again.
Okay, so we try again. We put max Cake in here. And we click supply, we try one more time. So that happens because you said of the slippage settings you've got in your thing.
Well, it could be the number of factors. Like it could be the network, it could be the slippage, it could be the price difference.
Yeah, okay.
But it happens. It does happen. So, wait.
There we go. So that worked that time. And now I can see LP tokens in my wallet. I've got 3.965 LP tokens of Cake BNB LP tokens, and that represents a certain amount of BNB and Cake within that. Might be an interesting time to just quickly talk about impermanent loss.
So yes, impermanent loss. So whenever the BNB price or cake price, so we're talking about the cake and BNB LP
Yep.
here. So whenever the cake or BNB price moves up or down,
Yep.
the share of the pool changes. The ratio between the cake and BNB changes. Let's say cake stays the same price,
Yep.
but BNB goes up.
Yep.
Then the number of the BNB tokens within the cake and BNB pool will go down. Instead, cake will go up, right? So whatever you staked in to the cake and BNB pool, the token LP token represent your percentage share
of the share. So
the pool.
when you remove that liquidity, you're highly unlikely to get the exact same number back.
Exactly.
Now, if one of the tokens goes up a lot, you are basically going to be losing out because you won't be getting that amount of the BNB back. But that doesn't mean you're going to lose out financially, because actually you'll still be getting a similar value back in actual fiat value, and you've got the added APR, which are going to be and the farming, which we're going to talk about. So it still makes a lot of sense. And the reason why I wanted to do cake and BNB today is because that's mainly what I'm farming, because I think those two token prices are quite tied together. When one of them goes up, the other one goes up quite a bit as well.
So yes, my logic whenever I provide the LP liquidity is that whenever I feel like these two tokens will go up together or go down together, if it has the high correlation, the ratio between two coins wouldn't change as much as other coins that I think that doesn't have the correlation. Right?
Yeah, and actually that's also quite good to come into the farming section. So once you've provided the liquidity and you have the LP token, you can then basically farm with it. And that's where you get the high percentage earnings.
Exactly.
Now, on the Cake BNB farm, this is the lowest APR because I think it represents the lowest risk of that impermanent loss.
Yes.
Some of these other projects, which obviously you all need to do your own research on which are the good ones to be involved in, they are offering crazy APRs. Like you can see this one at the top
More
here.
than 1,000%.
Yeah, this one is right now is 2,400%, which is crazy. But obviously you're going to get a lot of impermanent loss in that. So you need to work out, is it really worth it? I've done it for about 2 or 3 weeks so far, and Cake BNB have been going up and down together quite well. And I just feel very safe with those two right now. I'm a big BNB believer as well. I like BNB.
Me too. Yes.
Yeah.
So usually, whenever there's a new farm, the APRs are pretty crazy. I've seen some farms starting from over 10,000%, but it doesn't mean that it's sustainable. So you will see after a couple of days, this APRs go down to the point where it's like from 1,000%, from 2,000% to maybe like 200%, 100%. It all depends on how much total liquidity is provided. So for example, if we see on this TBTC and BTCB farm, that's a new farm. That's a relatively new farm. As you can see, only the total liquidity is 1.8 million.
Yeah, it's tiny compared to the 1 billion that's basically provided on the Cake BNB.
Exactly.
So you've got a much higher risk in there, but obviously that's paired with the higher return.
Exactly.
So yeah, if you wanted to do those ones, I don't totally recommend it. It's obviously a much higher risk strategy, but you might want to toy with it and put a small amount of it.
Do your own research.
Yeah, do your own research and learn that bit. For today, we're doing the Cake BNB. Now, obviously, you can see I've already got some stake. These are the ones I'm staking in already. I'm doing the Cake BNB, the Suitor BNB, TLM BNB, and NRV BNB. The reason I'm doing those ones is I'm kind of familiar with those tokens. So I've kind of got an understanding of what they're doing, and I'm kind of reasonably bullish that that price will go up. Because I think BNB is going to go up over the next 3 or 4 months, and I want it to go up alongside another token, otherwise I'm going to lose my BNB. Okay, so let's stake those LP tokens that we just done.
Yeah. So we added the liquidity to BNB and Cake, and we received the LP tokens. Now it's time to stake it into the farm.
Okay.
So click on the detail, and you will see on the right side there's a Cake BNB LP staked. So
I've already got 2,400 in there, so I'm doing very good. Now I've got an interesting question for you. You see this button, Harvest, which we're going to talk about in a second. This is basically what you click when you want to get the Cake you've earned out, because you're getting paid out in Cake. You're not getting paid out in BNB and cake. You get all the LP token. You're getting paid out in cake. Now, obviously, once you've got that cake, you can do whatever you like with it. Convert it back to BNB or whatever it is that you like. Personally, I'm converting it back to BNB once I've earned it, and then I can do some other things with it, like maybe some other cryptocurrencies. Maybe I'm going to put that back into BTC. That's up to your kind of investment strategy, or you can obviously just convert half of it back to BNB and then provide more liquidity and basically compound what you're earning. But when I'm harvesting, I think it's good practice before you add any additional LP is to actually harvest what you've got in there, because I noticed that when I added more
it
LP,
automatically harvests for you.
So it automatically harvests. So that was a question I had. Okay, so if I check that now.
So whenever you add more stake or unstake, it automatically harvests whatever that you currently have.
Awesome. That's an awesome answer to the question. Okay, let's check that theory. I've got 0 cake there right now. I now want to add some cake BNB. So click in here. I've got the max. So that was the LP that we provided earlier on. Confirm that. Confirm. Comes up. Click confirm. Be patient. Wait for the confirmation.
I mean, still way faster than ETH.
Way faster.
Exactly.
Okay, so the cake went down to 0. Did that go into my wallet?
Yes. It got harvested.
It did. Well, you're right. Okay. Smarter than me. Okay, there we go.
I mean, I'm not smarter than you. I just used
well, I don't know. I
PancakeSwap
think pretty certain you are. Okay. All right. So that's basically our cake BNB staked. And we're now farming it. And obviously, we can take that out at any time we want.
Anytime.
So we can do that by basically clicking the minus, and then you would go back into the liquidity, and you would basically sell off your LP tokens, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
And you would get your cake and your BNB back. Okay, so that's all you need to do to provide the LP tokens and farm it. We then have the next part of the website, which is
syrup pools.
The syrup pools.
So,
this is quite interesting, this part. I like it.
If you are afraid of impermanent loss, another way to stake your tokens and earn reward is syrup pools. So if you have some cake, head over to the syrup pools, and I think you have... Yes. So there are different pools that you can participate. So all you need is cake, and then by staking your cake into these pools, in reward, you get the tokens back.
And we get paid, but we don't get paid out in cake unless we're staking in the cake pool. For instance, if I stake in this new one, TBTC, I've got absolutely no idea what TBTC is, by the way, so I'm not going to go into that one. We can try Suitor, which I'm already involved in. I'm providing some liquidity for that. So I can just basically provide the cake, and it's kind of like a one-sided liquidity you're providing, basically. So you don't have these, the impermanent loss risk, but the APR is not quite
as high
as if you're providing liquidity farming. Yeah. Okay, so let's stake some cake in there.
So first thing, you have to approve it.
Okay. And allow Pancake to spend your cake.
Okay. It takes about 15 cents or so, but I mean, don't worry, you will get it all back by the rewards. So after approving, now you're ready to stake some cake. Okay,
and I'm going to stake 10 cake. Okay, confirm.
And confirm. And confirm again on your wallet.
And that's done. I'm staked.
Voila.
And I'm going to get paid out in Suitor.
Exactly.
You can see my stake is 10.
So my usual workflow is to provide the liquidity into the pools that I'm participating in, getting the LP tokens, and farm it. And whenever I get my cake rewards, I would stake into the syrup pool.
So you're constantly compounding everything that you've got.
Exactly.
Are you picking some of your favorite ones? Because obviously I'm earning Suitor from this one because I'm bullish on Suitor. I'm going to do another video on that coin actually next week. I'm just preparing the...
I mean, good choice.
Yeah, I like it. I'm just preparing the documents for it in the scripting. And you can see already, I've started to earn Suitor already. So it's very quick and it's live. It's happening every second. Is it every 3 seconds or something? It's just constantly updating. And you can actually see a summary here. And you can see how much I've staked, all the rewards I've got. That button didn't work for me.
That button didn't work for you.
Yeah, sorry, you can't see it unless because I'm pointing at the screen. Harvest all didn't work for me. When I clicked that, it gave me all the confirmations. But I think because I clicked them one after the other, I didn't wait for each one. But apparently you can click that button, harvest all, and it will basically automatically harvest all the different ones you're staked in, including your pools and your farming, and then basically give your cake into your wallet.
So basically, I see that you're participating in 5 different farms.
Yeah.
Right? So actually, the harvest all button will give you 5 different confirmations. So you have to click on each confirmation.
I did, yeah. But I clicked them one after the other. I didn't wait for. I should click confirm and then wait, and then click confirm again and then wait. I just clicked confirm.
I see.
So it probably didn't work.
That might be a problem.
Yeah. Does that also do the pools as well? So I've got obviously staked only. I'm staked in 3 different pools. It doesn't do that.
No, the card that you see from the home button, I believe it's only from the farm. It's not from the zero pools.
Okay. All right. Understood. Okay, great. So next section, there's loads of stuff on this PancakeSwap, by the way, and there's more coming. There's some really cool features. They've got this one coming, which is market predictions, which is going to be really exciting. It's basically where people bet which coin is going to go up, and it's kind of self-fulfilling, isn't it? Because
it's like a futures market now.
Yeah.
Right?
But people, like, as they say, well, I think more that's going to go up. More people put in saying that's going to go up. Of course, they're going to be more bullish on that coin. So it's going to be really interesting seeing how it works. Okay, so let's talk about the IFO, which is down the bottom here.
IFO stands for Initial Farm Offering. And it's pretty similar to like an IPO that you can think of in the equity market. So if there's a new project who wants to raise the capital, they would come to PancakeSwap and they would set up all this like initial farm offering. And for the users like us, when you participate in IFO, we get to access this early stage tokens in a very cheap price. Versus on the project side, it's a quick way to raise the capital. So
these are some of the new ones that are coming in.
Exactly. So all you have to do is, again, provide the liquidity to BNB and Cake. It's specific, BNB and Cake liquidity pool, and receive Cake and BNB LP tokens, and then stake it into the initial farm offering.
When this goes live, will it then give you the, for instance, the Cake Horizon LP tokens? Because it will obviously change, won't it?
Well, even though this is Horizon IFO, you would have to stake Cake and BNB in there. But what usually happens in this IFOs, like people get too excited, and then sometimes most likely it's the capital's over
allocated, yeah.
Yes, over allocated. So let's say I stake BNB $1,000 worth of BNB and Cake LP into this Horizon IFO. Let's say they raise twice of their target capital that they wish to raise for. Then I would actually get like my $500 back, and I would get $500 worth of the Horizon. Horizon token.
Okay. But there's some risks, aren't there? If those don't go live, if that project fails, you're going to lose your liquidity.
Exactly. So you have to do your research.
Okay, so we're not going to do that in this video. Guys, I'm not staking my BNB because I'm not staking my LP because I don't know.
I don't even think this farm is IFO is live.
I'm not sure you can. It's not live right now.
No.
But it's interesting to keep an eye on that. I don't know much about the IFOs. I think you guys need to check that out more if you want to be involved in it. But it is, as I said, a very exciting feature about PancakeSwap. They've got loads of stuff going on. Okay, so the final one is the lottery. This is what I've been looking forward to. I'm looking forward to this. In the lottery, do I stake Cake? Yeah.
No, you don't stake Cake. You actually buy a ticket. You actually buy a ticket to the lottery.
Okay.
But
to win it.
As an investor, as a smart investor, I wouldn't say that I would encourage people to use the lottery. But if you're more of a gambler and if you feel lucky, then go for it.
But you said the odds are kind of favoured a little bit in your favour, and leaned in your favour.
Not exactly, because so you buy one ticket with one cake. So now cake
How many numbers are on that ticket?
Four numbers.
Yeah.
and each number ranging from 1 to 14.
Okay.
So the lowest price that you can get is guessing two numbers right, which is the odd is 1 over 14 times 14.
Okay, so if I got that on this one, I would get 343.
Well, but that is split it amongst the winners.
Okay,
so if you look at the past draws, so for example, so that was
around
the past draw.
486. That was the last one. Is it every day?
It is every day.
And at the moment, there's 5 hours or 6 hours until the lottery draw. Okay, so this one, there was no winners of the number 4. So did that pot get rolled into the next one?
No, that cake is burned.
Oh, that cake is burned.
Because cake is deflationary.
That is pretty cool, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, well, so if no one wins, it's actually almost better for everyone else because it's kind of, that is burned, so everyone wins.
Exactly.
Because everyone that had their cake. I wouldn't get my cake back that I put into this segment. Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay, but you're almost kind of doing community good by doing it. So, right, let's buy some tickets.
If you look at the past draws, you will be surprised. There are some winners for the 4 number matched. And usually the price, if you can see, it's 1,000, almost like 2,000 cake if you win the 4 numbers. So how much does it translate to?
$56,000.
So now the pot is 56,000, but I've seen some pots that's higher.
Yeah.
And somebody won it, and it was like 300K US dollar worth of.
Happy days.
cake.
Happy days. All right, let's buy a ticket. I tell you what, we win, we go halves, yeah? Okay, let's put the ticket. I'm going to buy 2 tickets. So I'm going to click here.
Ticket.
Let's get 2. You can only do whole ones, yeah? Can you?
Yeah, you can only do the whole ones.
The whole 2. Okay, so confirm. Bought the ticket.
So to win the lowest amount of the reward, which is split it amongst people, and usually it's average about $150 worth of the cake. So you have to you got 2 tickets, but to get the 2 numbers right, you have to think the odd is 1 over 14 times 14, which is little over 0.5% chance.
Okay. So I've got to wait. I'm going to wait 5 hours and 50 minutes to see if I win. So I can view my tickets, yeah?
You can view your tickets.
They're my numbers. Oh, okay, so it's got the same. So it randomly gives me the numbers.
Exactly.
So I don't get to pick them. It's not like putting your birthday in there or your birthday of your son or your brother or your girlfriend or whatever. They just give you the number. But it's quite interesting. It's kind of really like gamifies a lot of the stuff that's going on. I know PancakeSwap obviously is quite big on the gamification. They've obviously branded it around like a food place, and they call the guy the chef and this kind of stuff. So I really like that actually, that gamification of it. Okay, well that's how you use PancakeSwap. That's how you make money with your money, basically. Free magic internet money. I don't know how sustainable this is as a model. I mean, in a bull run, I think this is amazing because everyone's constantly trading and changing. But I do think this might be a little dangerous in a big bear market. So just be careful what you're investing. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't be crazy like me. I've already put a lot in there. So I think I'm doing quite a bit, about $2,000 a day. So maybe I've got a bit too much exposure in there, but I really like the site and I'm very bullish BNB and Cake. So that's kind of like my big win. I see like the interest I'm earning is kind of just doubling up my investments in Cake and BNB.
But I mean, as you said, like in the short term, like Binance Smart Chain get the gas fees very cheap, and also unlike other dexes on ETH chain, let's say SushiSwap. In order to farm on the SushiSwap, like they have the vetting period. So you stake your LP tokens and you have to wait 30 days until you get the full reward. But PancakeSwap doesn't. Like it doesn't have the vetting period. So in the short term, like why not make some
They
money?
do seem, I think, very, very competitive. I think they're going to grow quite a bit. If you look at the market cap, actually, of PancakeSwap Cake compared to Uni, which is the token
It's
for thing.
comparable. Like it's at the same level.
Well, actually, no, it's not. It's the market capitalization of the actual coin is about 3 billion for Cake, and it's 16 billion for Uni. So I think there's a lot of growth in Cake to come.
But the
personally.
TVL is pretty similar.
Yes. And what's the TVL?
The total value locked.
Okay, great. So you learn a little phrase there. The total value locked, which is the total amount of value in fiat terms in this particular DEX. Great. Well, thank you very much for coming on Crypto Money Live. Don't forget, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe on the channel. We've got that competition going on, so you have a chance to win $150 of cake. And wish me and Jess luck for our lottery winnings.
Yeah, you will have to let me know.
Maybe I'll just disappear. I'll be gone. I'll be leaving. But that's great. Thanks very much for coming on.
Thank you.
See you guys.